What's going on, everybody? It's Blackjack. Welcome back to Crystalline. I know it's been a minute. I have been really busy the past couple weeks, taking care of a lot of different things. I'm actually going out of the state for a little while this weekend, so there's been a lot of like preparation and stuff like that. But I'm glad to be back, and who cares? We're gonna have fun today. I wake up. That was a crazy day yesterday, but somehow we managed to pull through. I stand up and stretch while looking around. Everyone seems to be sleeping, everyone but Leanna, of course. She's always up bright and early to practice. I think she's rubbing off on me. Because I'm always waking up early these days, too. Oi! I look down at my Pango. What the? He's a bigger blob than I remember. He grins contently. Were you absorbing energy all night? Oh, that's right, because we just came from... Haven Guard? No. Wolf's Den. Right, that's the one. And, we got the magic orbs, and now he's eating all the... You're eating all the evil magic, aren't you? Uh-huh. Yeah, no more for you, mister. That's it. No more absorbing until dinner time. Oi? Yeah, you can't just have all the energy you see. Look at yourself. Yeah, you're damn right I fat-shamed the Pongo. The Pongo frowns. Yes, I did call you Alright, predicted to text Blackjack is still here. Also, can't talk Blackjack is still here. The Pongo tries to bounce indignantly, but struggles with his extra bulk. He looks hopelessly down on himself. I don't feel bad for you. I stretch again. Ever since I got into the routine with Leanna, I look forward to our morning spars. Between the magic training and sword training, maybe I could eventually become a mage knight. Someone's not thinking about going home. It doesn't take me long to find Leanna back in her usual outfit. Oh, come on. Can she go back in the silly thing? I like making fun of her. She sits cross-legged with her eyes closed as if in meditation. Her crystal glows in her manipulator, but otherwise she doesn't move. As I move closer, she breaks from her trance and gives me a warm smile.
Good morning.
Hey. Just practicing energy channeling? She nods. Should probably save.
I was just waiting for a certain someone to wake up so we could spar.
Great. I'm glad that you're all sunshine and buttercups this morning. Like I'm not going to do this. It's time to... Wow, that's not Dan Green. Let's try that one more time. It's time to duel. You revealed my trap card.
Huh?
Crush card virus. Exodia. Obliterated. Leanna crosses her arms and frowns. Listen, now you may not think this is funny, but it's fucking hilarious to me.
Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling just fine. Yeah, sorry, I just had to get that out of my system. I ready my blade. Leanna looks a bit distrustful, but does the same. Alright, I'm gonna save.
We'll start with a standard spar. The goal is to knock your opponent to the ground.
Okay.
Ready?
Alright, yep. My grip tightens around my blade. I nod. Let's go. We dash towards each other and our swords meet in a metallic clang. Leanna spins around and swings her sword towards my side. This sounds phallic. I bring my sword down and hear another clash as metal hits metal. Then I push her blade back against... I'm sorry. I didn't read that wrong. Then I push my blade black. Okay. As I move to strike, Leanna easily parries it as she knocks my sword away, creating an opening. I manage to dodge her strike just in time. She ducks low to avoid my retaliating blow and thrusts her sword again. We continue to dance back and forth as the duel progresses. Are we having sex? I'm pretty sure this is how sex works. I can feel myself improving. I'm not having as much trouble defending against Leanna's attacks, and I'm able to get off a few jabs of my own end too. Oh great, we're punching her, nice. Beads of sweat cover Leanna's forehead in a light sheen. It doesn't look like she's using her wind magic to buff her. Leanna matches my intensity, something she does every match. I gotta save soon. I can smell a decision coming up. Just as I feel confident I have the upper hand, she increases her skill level, and I have to scramble to keep up again. Regardless of my improvement, I still haven't been able to beat her in a single match, and those statistics do hurt my pride a little. Maybe if I can distract her and catch her by surprise, I have a better chance of winning a match. Yes, if you do the Scott Steiner Academy of Math, Leanna, when you have the advantage, she's not even gonna try, and so you'll have an 144 chance of winning or something stupid like that. I've been playing by Leanna's rules this whole time. Maybe it's time to take a play from Zack's book. Do whatever you need to win. Yep. Initiate Operation Distraction Tactics, because really, I don't mind being a loser. I do. I wonder if it's even possible to rattle Leanna. Oh yes, there is. I guess we'll find out soon. What would be the best way to distract her? Look, a squirrel? No. There's a spooky ghost behind you? I find you attractive. Yes. I know this might not be the most appropriate time to say it, but I want to do a sex on you. I really like you.
Wait, what did you just say?
And I win. Leanna's cheeks tinge pink, and there's a pause in her movements, and she's taken aback. Now's my chance. Before Leanna has a chance to react, I strike her with the flat of my blade. She scrambles to block the attack, but leaves herself wide open in doing so. Taking advantage of the opening, I connect the shoulder attack, and Leanna falls ungracefully to the ground. Got him! Yeah! It takes a moment for this image to set in. I did it! I'm Mr. Manager. Leanna glares at me and frowns.
Hey, that's not fair!
Who cares if it's fair or not? If this were a real fight, you're dead. I am the greatest swordsman of Asaria. The student becomes a master. Don't be such a sore loser. I wave my hand dismissively. Whoever said a fight is fair? Her eyes flash. Don't be so salty. Leanna's manipulator flickers to life. Okay.
Two can play at that game.
Okay, listen. I said don't do this. She glares daggers at me. Wait, hold on. I was just kidding earlier. Before I finish my sentence, Leanna thrusts her gauntlet forward, and a powerful gust of wind pulls me into the air. Whoa! I wave my arms helplessly as I try to return my feet to the ground. Then my momentum ceases, and I hover for a split second before I came crashing to the ground. I gasp for breath as I stare up at the sky. As my vision clears, I see Leanna looking down at me with a triumphant smirk on her lips and her hands on her hips. Or, on her arms, whatever, same thing. Alright, I might have deserved that.
Might?
Yeah, might. Let's go with definitely. No, don't do that. Leanna laughs and extends a hand. I can't let her win on such a smug note. Now's your chance. I grab her and yank her down with me. She yelps in surprise as she loses her footing and falls to the ground. Oh, now the sex happens. Before she can make sense of what's happening, I roll over and pin her under. Oh my god, I think the sex is really about to happen.
What are you doing?
Sex. That's twice you've let your guard down. She frowns. Some silly's about to happen.
And that's twice you've used cheap tricks.
Okay, not my fault. Well, I mean, it is my fault, but whatever. I shrug. Well, how else do you expect me to beat an unbeatable an unbeatable mage knight?
Huh?
Huh? I've seen the way you fight in a real battle. You mop the floor with me in an instant if we spar for real, and you even use half of your capabilities.
That's not true. In our last couple of spars, I've been pushing myself to match your intensity.
Why don't you stop lying? You always lying. Please stop doing that right now. You're just saying that. Leanna shakes her head.
In the beginning that would have been true, but your growth as a swordsman has been tremendous. How much you've learned and improved in such a short time. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, well, if that makes you feel better. Leanna looks up at me with a genuine smile. And pride in her eyes. Despite myself, I can feel my cheeks getting hot. Let's be honest, the credit should go to the person who works tirelessly to train me every day. Speaking of tireless, I'm pretty sure I'm still straddling you right now. I smile at her and she smiles back. This time it's her turn to blush, and as our eyes lock, I feel warmth course through me. I'm reminded again that just how amazing she really is. It still impresses me just how much time Leanna spends to help me in whatever way she can, and I'm eternally grateful that this is the look that she has on her face. I'm pretty sure that I am still straddling her right now. She searches my eyes with her own, and then her cheeks turn redder. We gonna do something about this? I'm just saying. Opportunity's ripe. They're sleeping. We're in a meadow. I don't think anybody's out here. Yeah!
I suppose you did technically knock me down first, which would make you the victor in this spar.
That it would. Let me save. I'll take any win I can get at this point. She laughs. By the way, you're kind of winning right now. I'm acutely aware of her body beneath me. I don't think so, because we have not made notice of this in a while. But neither one of us seems eager to move apart. Good. That's a moment of hesitancy. There's a moment of hesitancy to her voice as she speaks softly.
Well, you finally got me.
Yeah!
What are you gonna do next?
Again, her eyes search my own, like a gentle breeze urging me into their direction. It's finally gonna happen. The sunlight glints off her armor, and I feel the kiss of her skin as she shifts beneath me. Really? The kiss of her skin? What do you want? What do you want? I gotta do it in like a just hold on. What do you want me to do? No, that's terrible. No, try that again. just do the Batman voice. What do you want me to do? All right, what do you say? What do you want me to do? Oh, apparently make the lights go out. She lowers her eyes and parts her lips as if about to speak, but no words come out. My gaze falls to her full lips, and I can't stop myself from imagining how soft they feel. Good, stop imagining, because you're right there. Slowly, I begin to bridge the gap between us. Please hurry up. When we hear a noise behind us. God damn it, fucking Pongo. Oh, even
Where did
worse.
you two disappear to?
Oh, great. Hi, Zack. I'm so glad that you're here. How you doing, Zack? Whip my head around to see a stunned Zack. He looks at me pinning Leanna. Oh my god, look at his eyes! Hitting Leanna to the ground and shakes his head as he quickly turns away. Yeah, how about you just go that direction, please? Just exit stage left.
Forget I asked.
Good, bye. It's not what it looks like. No, it is what it looks like. Now get the fuck out of here! As fast as lightning, I jump off Leanna. My face feels like it's on fire. Leanna scrambles to her feet, her face just as red as mine.
We were just sparring.
I agree with this. I agree with that statement. We didn't get to finish the fight, but we were just sparring.
What an interesting way to spar.
Yeah. Obviously, you wouldn't know because, you know, you've got a great sparring partner with you. You don't even do shit with her. Leanna's blush somehow deepens.
You have it all wrong.
Right. Anyway, when you finish up your, spar...
you're getting
feel free
it.
to rejoin us at the camp. Food's ready. Not that I have an appetite anymore.
I do. Now get the fuck out of here so I can fill mine. Zack heads back to the camp without giving us a chance to retort. Leanna points to me, refusing to make any eye contact. That's fine, you can point at me and just go back to business. He's gone now.
You stay right there.
Okay, great. And you stay here too. Yes.
I'm going back first. You can follow later. We are not going back together.
Alright, fine. Right, not together. Leanna collects her sword and miscellaneous items and power walks away from me and back to the camp. What the heck just happened? You didn't get laid. That's what definitely happened. After taking a moment to compose myself and still my pounding heart, I also give them my sword and items. Then I wait for what I think is a suitable amount of time before following her back to camp. Everyone else is up by the time we return to camp. I smell the delicious aroma of food and grab myself a bowl. Once everyone is served, we sit down. Ooh, jeez, wow, that was weird. Once everyone is served, we sit down together to eat. Leanna makes it a point to sit as far away from me as possible. She stares hard at her food, and as if it's the most interesting thing she's ever seen. I glance around at the rest of the group to see if anyone takes notice. Zack remains expressionless. Amy occasionally glances at Leanna and then at her own bowl of food, as if wondering what it is Leanna's saying. I hesitate, not sure I'm ready for the inevitable teasing, then brace myself and look at Kara. She doesn't seem to notice me and is cheerfully enjoying her meal. At least Zack didn't tell anyone else. After a few moments of silence, Amelia seems to remember something and grabs a book from her pack.
Here.
She hands it to Kara. Kara blinks in surprise, and I notice it's the same book Kara gave Amy back at the Earth Temple.
You don't want this anymore.
No, trash. Amelia shakes her head.
I have read through the literature, and it does not contain any information which could be of use.
Really? We found it in an old temple. Are you sure it's not something that the Mage Academy would want?
Yeah. Come on. Amy shakes her head again.
The text is a subjective moral lesson in the way of a fictional story about an adolescent. This yields no academical benefit.
Oh, I see. So it's Ace Academy. Kara thinks, then shrugs.
Okay, if you're sure you don't want it, then I can sell it. It's still an ancient relic after all.
Yeah, that could go for who knows how much money on the market.
Do as you please with it.
Uh-huh.
All right, thanks, Amy.
Thanks, Ames. She nods and resumes eating. Once everyone has eaten their fill, we clean up the camp and continue on our journey. We travel together for quite some time. Finally, the sun begins dipping low, drop low, girl, and streak in the sky with sizzling pinks and yellows. Rocks crunch under our boots as we continue down the path. The air is brisk and goosebumps shiver up my arms. A sharp breeze cuts through my clothes, and I wonder how much further we need to walk. We manage to drag our way through, the chill deepening with each vanishing beam of sunlight. Kara leads the way and a few steps ahead of Kara leads the way a few steps ahead of us. Zack's expression is hard to read, but I notice him pull his coat in a little tighter around him. Lana rubs her hands together before puffing a hot breath into the cradle of her palms. Lupango nuzzles against my neck. Get off of me, this is my warmth, and disappears into my scarf. He's even colder than usual, making me shiver again. Yeah, don't get your cold on me. I guess I'm not the only one noticing the chill.
Aw, poor little guy. It's pretty cold out, isn't it?
You, however, can get as close as you'd like and steal all the warmth that you need. Yeah, it is.
We should pick up the pace. When night falls, it's only going to get worse.
We agree. My teeth rattle from the cold, and I tuck my freezing hands under my arms. The bitter breeze swirls through Leanna's hair and makes her shiver. She coils tighter into herself. Amelia's cloak balloons out behind her, and she lifts her hood over her head. Yo, why you ain't using that fire magic, son? Hey, Amy, can't you use fire magic to keep us warm?
Such an expenditure of energy would be wasteful.
You know what else is wasteful? You on this journey. Oh, come on, Amy. She shakes her head. I let out a deep, defeated sigh. A human furnace would have been so nice. We continue on. The wind ruffles my hair and passes right through me, numbing me with cold. Even Zack folds into himself and stuffs his hands deep into his pockets. Amy yanks her hood tighter around her ears and face and tries to keep her cloak from billowing out too much. Leanna keeps her head down, the frigid air turning her cheeks pink. But Kara is walking ahead of us with a little skip in her step. Her arms dangle at her sides as if she's just taking an afternoon stroll. I nudge Zack. Is Kara not cold? No. She's from, like, Buffalo, New York. Which is, like, I don't know the equivalent of that on this world. Zack untucks himself from his coat long enough to take a look, then his voice drops too.
Doesn't seem like she is.
Leanna hears us talking and blinks in surprise at Kara.
How is she not cold?
It's because she's so hot. Obviously, it's because she's so smoking hot. Leanna gives me a stern look. But it's true. Listen. You can give me that face all you want. You know I'm right. Anyway. Just one more time. Look at her face. Anyway. What? I call it how I see it. Leanna's glare intensifies as she scoffs, turning away. Hey, listen, I'll get all warm with her instead if you're gonna be that way about it. Maybe calling another girl Heart was not the smartest thing I could have done. Kara whirls around to face us and winks at me.
Please do go on. You were saying something about being hot?
Yes. Wow, the one-liner went away. How does she hear us every time? Which is so weird. Like, I'm not a one-line person in real life. Well, I guess this is technically still real life. But I'm like, when you're playing a game, you just like, you play yourself a little differently. I just played myself. Anyway, that was my library voice. Leanna and Zack looked alarmed too. Amelia just blinks at the commotion.
Aren't you freezing?
Kara looks at her blankly.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Let me check my human brain. Nope, don't think so. Zack stares intensifies. His face is frozen in a confused grimace.
Seriously? How's that even possible when you're barely wearing...
Kara tilts her head and raises an eyebrow. She smiles and the rest of Zack's sentence trails off. Leanna gapes at her.
Seriously, what's your secret?
You know, a decent amount of body fat always helps. Just honestly, like, you have a decent amount of body fat. It stores heat. That's why you gain more weight during the winter. That's what helps. That's why bears. Anyway.
Secret.
There's gotta be a secret to it, right? Or some kind of heating device that's keeping you warm?
Or like the secret brand deodorant. No? Okay, never mind. Amy steps over and checks her manipulator.
She does not seem to be using any magical assistance to keep warm.
Yeah. Kara laughs.
Are you guys a little chilly or something?
No. Why would you think that? Leanna's trembling becomes a little more noticeable. That was such a like, I said that with such like, assurance. Like, I was so sure in me saying no, and then I realized I'm like, no, that's not what I meant to say whatsoever. And then I had to like completely like back it up. I was like, why would you think that? A little more noticeable, she huddles between me and Amelia. Kara glances at each of our trembling forms for a moment. She seems confused.
Oh, wow. You guys do look cold.
Yeah, look cold.
Because it is.
She watches Leanna, Amy, and I step closer together for warmth, and her expression changed like a light bulb went off in her head. She turns to Zack. Oh, god damn it. And her mouth spreads into a slow smirk, and the way she's looking at him reminds me of a fox eyeing a rabbit.
Actually, you're right. I'm freezing. Ooh.
I would not have a problem if I got eyed like a rabbit, and Kara was the fox. That's totally fine with me. The worst acting ever to go with that terribly acted dialogue. That was just perfect. That was A+. I love that. That like everything about that was great. She wraps her arms around herself and feigns a violent shudder before cozying up to Zack.
I'm terribly, terribly cold.
He shuffles away from her. It's actually strange too, because her voice sounds somewhat convincing when she does this. I mean, she's obviously full of shit, but
What are you doing?
what do you think she's doing, you moron? Get a clue. Kara pouts.
Trying to stay warm, of course. Aren't you cold too?
Yeah. Zack frowns.
I'm not cold.
That's fine. I am. You wanna snuggle together? Just as he says that, the wind picks up again. He shivers and crosses his arms. A sly grin spreads across Kara's face.
Oh, of course you're not.
She moves towards him, and Zack shuffles away again.
Not happening.
Ah, wow. Kara frowns.
But I'm not dressed appropriately for this weather.
What if it just turns out Zack's actually asexual? That would be interesting.
How is that my fault?
Kara looks up at him with the big shimmering puppy eyes.
Okay.
She looks defeated and sniffles.
I guess I'll try to manage somehow.
She hugs herself in another theatrical shiver and exaggerates a few more sniffles for added effect. Zack shifts side to side. Look at that face! Look at the face and look at you, come on! What the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway. Zack shifts side to side, clearly uncomfortable. He crosses his arms and lets out a deep, deep sigh.
Fine.
Ugh, jeez, what a chore. I gotta share this with Kara. Ugh. He goes to take off his coat, but Kara stops him.
Wait, I don't want you to be cold too.
Yeah, obviously you're not fucking getting this at all.
Well, there's no other option.
Oh, there's plenty of options. That same devilish smirk slides across her face.
Sure there is.
She lifts up Zack's jacket and slips inside, pressing herself against him.
Hey!
What? We have to keep warm, right? This jacket is big enough for the both of us.
Jeez, it's like he's... I mean, like, you call us out for sparring, but... well, I guess he's kind of, like, going away from this, like he doesn't want it, but... I mean, yeah, we can't have our sparring scene, but here you two are just, like, flooding it all in our face. Zack looks like he's about to argue, but says nothing. Kara smiles and snuggles into him. Zack's cheeks tinge pink, and he looks away from her. And I see no pink there. Kara notices his blush and smirks again.
Don't think I'm enjoying this. I'm only doing this because it'll be troublesome if you get sick.
I've just figured out what Zack is. Zack is a tsundere. That's exactly what Zack is. He's a tsundere. That's exactly what he is. This is Kaori if Kaori was a black-haired male. That's exactly what he is. Except Kaori's adorable and he's not. That's exactly what this is.
Of course you are. That's so sweet. Thank you.
I'm just gonna start calling Zack Tsundere-chan from now on. My eyes drift over to Leanna. She glances at me and blushes before quickly looking away. Maybe that means she wants to get close too? Yeah, we should work on that. Snuggle buddy, give the fair maiden your scarf. What is that? No, give the fair maiden your scarf. No, snuggle buddy. I wrap my arm around Leanna and pull her close. Her face turns beet red.
What are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? You're cold, aren't you? Me too. Let's keep warm. Leanna's blush darkens as she hesitates. What's wrong? This is warmer, isn't it? She almost smiles, but then her gaze snaps back to the others. She quickly slips out of my arms and shuffles a good foot away from me. Come on, make Amy uncomfortable.
No thanks. I'm perfectly fine over here.
Great. But she shivers against the breeze, curling into herself. I arch an eyebrow, amused. Doesn't look too warm over there to me. I lift up my arm to give her room to snuggle back into my side, but she glances at the group again. It's as if she's afraid they're going to see us. We're watching Zack and and you're like, really? I quickly glance around at the others before feigning a loud gasp. Wait, are you afraid they're going to see that we touched? Kara, Zack, and Amelia stop. They turn to look at us. Leanna scrambles back over to watch to me, waving her hands.
Stop it! Keep your voice down.
Unable to do that. I am like Jack Atlas. Oh no, body contact. The scandal. Leanna slaps her hand over my mouth, muffling my voice in the laughter that follows. Kara smirks.
Is everything all right back there?
Oh yeah, things are just dandy. Leanna blushes.
Yes, we're fine.
Uh-huh. Kara has a wicked grin on her face. I think she's going to tease her, but instead she pulls on Zack's arm to keep moving. Leanna pulls her hand away, refusing to make eye contact.
We are nearing Ellendale. The journey should not be much longer.
Okay.
Oh, really? What a shame.
Zack gives her a look.
I mean, oh boy. Yeah, it's so cold. Good thing we're almost there.
I don't know who voice acts Kara, but like, just A+. Zack and Kara quicken their pace and we follow them for the rest of the journey. We travel for a few days. It seems to get colder and colder the more we travel, but we somehow manage. On one afternoon, we finally arrive in Ellendale. Although there's still a present chill in the air, the sun's bright rays warm us as it glints off the impressive buildings. The people here are well dressed and pay no attention to us. They must be used to seeing those from out of town. Alrighty, now that we finally arrived in Ellendale, let's go ahead and take a break here, and then we'll explore the town of Ellendale in the next episode of Crystalline. I feel like I made this episode longer than it really should have been, but that's fine. Next time, more fun and adventures. If you enjoyed what you've seen today, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below, leave a like on the video, and tell me what you thought about this episode of Crystalline. I will see you next time. Goodbye. Good night.